All right, guys, listen, stocks are looking hot. We're up across the board in the U.S. market, and the VIX is down over 4% as SoFi actually is down a little bit after being up earlier in the day. So you guys know the drill. We're going to break down SoFi, the charts, do an update, and go over these indices and other stocks I'm looking at right now. So hit the like button. Feel free to subscribe. Join the Patreon for my portfolio updates. We do twice a week or 2 times a week. We do these updates. And there's a Discord chat plus more. That's linked down below. Also pinned in the comments. And guys, with that being said, cheers. We got the water on deck. No coffee for this video. And let's dive into it. So look, we are up across the board. Dow Jones is up 0.4%. S&P's up over 0.5%. QQQ is ripping, guys, 0.9% as the Russell is up over 1%. And look, SoFi, like I said, is down a little bit, about 0.25% after it was up earlier in the day. I think we were up a good little bit here, about 1.5–2%. Not bad. We actually almost broke $29 in the pre-market, but again, now since the market opened, since the opening bell, we've been slipping down a little bit. You can see we had a big dump at open to about 27.65. Then we rebounded to about 28.40 to then get rejected at a lower high, and now we're starting to dump back down. You guys can see. So overall on the intraday, we're a little rocky on SoFi today, but on the 5-day, 5-minute, we're looking good. You know, we almost, keyword is almost, broke out of those highs from yesterday. Yesterday we hit about 28.80, which that was a big move for the stock. I mean, this thing built up, or not built up, but it ran $4 in the span of 2 trading days, from 24.80 to about 28.80. That's actually exactly $4. That's a little weird. It was 24.84 at the low here. Then it went to 28.84. So we ran $4 on the dot. Now we're cooling off a little bit, all while maintaining the uptrend. And we almost broke out. This morning in the pre-market, we almost took the highs out from yesterday. We got pretty dang close, but we didn't, And overall, like I said, the bulls are fine here, guys. We're good. Even though we're down in the midst of an overall green day, the 5-day looks great. Chart looks good. Right? And if we look at the 30-minute chart, we're still well within the breakout. We started breaking out of these moving averages not yesterday, but 2 days ago, right? We broke out on Monday. We started pushing through 26. Then yesterday, obviously, we got that rip to 28 plus. So we're clearly seeing a golden cross. We're above, the 180 SMA. We're holding higher lows. This just seems like a little pullback, a little cool off session, if you will, for the stock here while it's overall breaking out still. And that's a good sign. That's a good sign that, hey, maybe buyers come in, buy the dip within the overall breakout here. I think that's what's going to happen, right? And we can see it on the 1-hour chart, golden cross above both moving averages. We took the highs out from the 16th and the 18th of September, which is good. So I think overall, man, we're going higher here. I think we're going higher. And the next target I'm looking at, I guess in the short term would be the intraday high from today, or actually the pre-market high from today, the high from yesterday, and the high from the end of September, which was around 28.60 to 75. That's going to be resistance in the short term. That needs to break. So I'm going to set an alert. $28.65 for now. Mark is at or above. Again, that's right by the highs from the pre-market, from yesterday, and from the end of September. That needs to break. And if it does, guys, which I think it will, but you can never say for sure, but if it does, I think we're going to then fill the gap to $30, no problem. Go to $31 from there. That's at least what I think. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments, as always. And by the way, make sure to subscribe. I think 50% of you guys watch the videos according to my analytics, which is great, but 50% of you don't subscribe. So you watch, but you're not subscribing. You're not hitting that follow button, which needs to change. hit that button, guys. I appreciate you all for tuning in as always. And now let's go through quickly these indices, which, man, they are ripping. SPY's up over 0.5%. All-time highs are loading here, guys. We're almost there. You can see it here. We're literally less than 20-30 cents away from all-time highs. We hit 673.10 yesterday. That was the all-time high from yesterday. So now clearly we put in a higher low here, ripping back to that all-time high. This kind of looks like an ascending triangle. Do you guys, you guys see that right there? Looks like that's about to play out. You know what I mean? And I saw something on X yesterday. Make sure you guys go follow me there. Stas Talks Stocks on X. I'm pretty sure that's my @ or it's Stas Surfest. One of those. I'm pretty sure it's Stas Talks Stocks. You'll see me on there. But somebody was like, Stas, $700 SPY, 7,000 point S&P 500 is coming. And I was like, I could see it. I really could see it. And this chart setup is almost pointing to that. You know what I mean? Maybe by the end of the year. Who the heck knows, right? And I mean, I guess that would be a bold prediction, 700 S&P by the end of this year, considering how much it's already gone up. But who knows, man? Who knows? With how we're setting up right here, this triangle breakout potentially coming. If 675 breaks, we could be going, man, towards 700. I'm not saying we're going to go right to 700, but that is where the next major milestone would be on SPY. And if we pull up QQQ, the NASDAQ 100, let's see what's going on here today so far, guys. We just hit all-time highs. We just hit all-time highs on QQQ. Unbelievable. Over 610. So this already hit the major milestone price of $600. That's the big spot on QQQ. And let's see here. Yeah, I mean, to say this, I don't know. Where could this go next? You know what I mean? It's hard to say, but because we just hit all-time highs, we're above $600 now. Could it go to like 625? Maybe by the end of the year. Could it rip to like 630? It could, but I don't know. I don't know. My prediction on QQQ by the end of the year, I guess a super bullish prediction would be in the 630 to 640 range, but who knows, man? It's tough to make these predictions. You see all the time, Goldman Sachs says the S&P is going to go here over the next 12 months, or Citi says this, or Bank of America says that. It's hard to predict, but let's say a good prediction on SPY would be 700. What do you guys think about that by the end of the year? I think that's a bold prediction. 700, that means we need to go up another, a good couple percentage points more, which again, the market's gone up a lot this year. That might be too much to ask for. I don't know. We'll see. But let me know your thoughts on that. And let me run through some other stocks quickly. We have First Majestic Silver, guys. What did I say? We called this out weeks ago. It keeps going up. AG is the ticker. It's up another 11%. We're at $14 a share now. And to be honest, I wouldn't FOMO into it here. But man, it is one that we were calling out in the under $10 range. And it's gone ballistic, man. Unreal, as silver is up another 3% today, which, newsflash, have we not been calling out this too? We have. We've been nailing these silver calls. And look, cup and handle on silver is clear as day on the monthly chart. I think we're going a lot higher on silver. $50 plus an ounce. It's obvious. It's clear. It's coming. I was saying this at 40 to 43 to 45 an ounce and well before that. It's coming. And honestly, silver should have been above $50 a share. I mean, it's just manipulated. We all know that. The price of silver is manipulated. The fact that it's the same price as it was in 2011 and in 1980 is insane. It's freaking bonkers, guys. I mean, listen, 1980, I wasn't even an idea back then. I was born in the 90s, man. It's nuts to think that in 1980, this is the same price now from 1980. It's like, come on, it's clear manipulation on silver. I think it's going over 50 this go around, but who knows how much above 50 it's going to go. We'll see, but that's exciting. Soundhound's another one that we were calling out. We nailed this one, called it out in the 12, 13 range. Now we're pushing over 20. What a move for Soundhound, man. Viking Therapeutics keeps ripping. VKTX, I didn't buy this dip. Looking back, I kind of wish I did for for a trade. The stock collapsed after we got some favorable oral results for the products here from a competitor. Novo's, I'm pretty sure that was Novo, right? We got some news there, and Viking was lead candidate for this next oral weight loss pill. And then the trial wasn't too favorable or whatever, something happened here, the stock cratered. I think it was an overreaction looking back on it with hindsight. It dropped 50%, you know what I mean? I guess so, I have the benefit of hindsight now, but looking back, it's like, maybe I should have bought that overreaction, because now it's up like, 50% off the lows. But hey, you can't win them all, guys. Either way, that's up on the day. We have a lot of green, man. A lot of green out there. But yeah, we'll leave it at that for this video. We'll cover more stocks in the next one. Make sure you guys subscribe, hit that like button, and check out the Patreon. If you want to keep up with my portfolio, the updates weekly. Every Monday, we're buying stocks. We're doing 2 updates a week. There's a Discord, and we post literally everything. Guys, if you want to see real-time buy alerts, what I'm buying, full screenshot, full transparency of the portfolio every week, twice a week, plus performance updates, literally everything, it's on Patreon down below in the comments as well, or go to stassurfest.com/Patreon. I'll see you guys on the inside, and with that being said, cheers, have a great rest of your day.